This is AI generated in Minecraft. So is this and this. So in this video I will show you how I managed to figure out a method, how you can actually generate buildings in Minecraft and what I think about it and how it works. Look at this. This is just AI generated completely. And so is this hovering tree. This is another example. This is a bit bigger. Yeah, you can also make bigger things with this. The limit is really, how should I say, it's almost endless. And I just want to show you a few more examples. I mean, this one I loaded into Minecraft, but here is the one in the schematics editor. And here is another one. This is a bit more simple, but it can also be expanded. I mean, the point really of this is that it doesn't give you already a finished building, but it gives you something to work with. Here's another example. I mean, this is basically the same thing, but just a bit smaller. Then I was able to render it a bit bigger and then a bit bigger again. And yeah, I will show you what I basically did. I did look into different Minecraft tools that basically let you generate Minecraft with AI. And there are some older tools and I didn't really get them to work, but I also didn't try so hard because they are already a bit older and I just wanted to try out what I can actually do with modern tools right now. It could even be that some of those Minecraft generation tools that already exist are better than what I do now, but this is just very interesting and it also just shows you how you can actually use large language models in a very nice and efficient way. So basically this is in Google Gemini, which is right now the best AI for coding and for a lot of things, and the cool thing is you can just use it for free. And I just basically went into the website cubicle.xyz, and on this website you have some tools where you have text generator, so I can just generate some text if I want and I can just instantly put it into Minecraft. This is pretty cool and I can do a lot of other things. What I basically figured out is if you use a custom generator, you have an editor and in here you can really put in something. Like for example here I have grid walls and this is just some basic JavaScript that actually generates some Minecraft code. And the point is I already tried generating schematics directly with Gemini. This didn't work so well. I tried a few different things, but this is a bit more straightforward. And the point is basically you want to teach Gemini how to create a script to create Minecraft stuff with it. I just put this stuff in and said make me a house out of this example, and then it didn't work out so well. I can show you. I just copied this and it just basically I can just paste it in here and then you have here editor content enable and you just click run. Yeah, there we go. It actually just gave me a huge cobblestone thing. So it didn't work so well. And you can also, if you know a little bit about JavaScript of course and about programming, you can just go into the console and then you really see what's happening, what you're doing, and you get error messages, and that can actually be very useful. You see I can even say something like alert and I just say hello, and if I run this it will really just execute the JavaScript code. So that's how I like to test it. Of course people can say just make a console log into it, but good luck finding the console log in here. That's why I like alerts. Anyway, the point is it didn't work so well, so I continued prompting and just said, gave me this block, please figure this out, and it just said okay, let's just make a per block definition of all of this. So basically using this method I got another house and then it actually worked. You see? 1 second. And this was a very nice moment because it really showed me it is possible to prompt a large language model like Google Gemini, which is strong enough to brute force some things. Even though the model was not really made for this, you can still abuse it in this way. And it showed me, okay, this is already a house, I can do something with it and so on. And I just kept prompting and got the things I showed you. So basically what we can do from here, I actually tried generating a proper prompt out of this, but it just didn't work. It's better to just do an approach like what I just did. I mean, if you want this to work, you should really don't just copy paste a prompt and pray that it works. This is still something where you really need to work a little bit on it. I'm anyway not a big fan of people that just provide a big prompt and say, there you go, just do it. I think with AI working, it should be really a creative process as well. Let's just make something interesting. Now I like to use prompt like using this method generate modern living room inside, which is 50 by 50 blocks big with a lot of nice details and things inside. So you can basically literally write whatever you want in there and it will just attempt to make it. Let's see how this comes out. There's also a problem if the chat is too long. I noticed that sometimes it doesn't do the thinking process anymore and then it just instantly generates the answer, but that just makes a worse answer. You should just create a new chat and continue from there. It will always say that this is an ambitious task or whatever. You just want the model to give you something to really work with. So, okay, and then we just copy the code when it's done and we just go to this website. We just go into the editor, we just pass this code in and then we just click run. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it actually really did manage to create a living room, what I just prompted for. So we have some stuff inside and we have a TV, we have some lights, we have some bookshelves, a little plant here and everything. I mean, this is just a prompt I just came up with and it just managed to do it, which is so insane amazing. Guys, large language models are so incredible. You just need to be creative with them. You can do so much with them. This is just another example of how insane it is. I always figure out new things, how you can really just use them. And this is just one more example of this. Another thing you can do is you can just generate an image, for example, medieval, nice Minecraft house on a super flat world with some plants around. Minecraft a screenshot. While this is generating, if something doesn't work, check the console over here and then there would be an error message. For example, here there would be an error message and you just copy the error message. You just go back to Google and just say, please fix this and give me back the full entire code. And if this doesn't work, just delete the last few messages and just regenerate. And then just keep trying. I mean, you can't get everything from the beginning, but you will eventually get results with this. I mean, the point really is we are so extremely cooked. This method, it just took me a few hours to figure it out and I was just able to use this model to just generate me some Minecraft buildings. And yeah, AI is doing a lot of things now and it just keeps evolving and keeps getting better. Okay, so basically we just generated here a nice little house and just put in the image here. Using this method, generate a script for making this house. So if Google says that this is an ambitious task, I don't know what to do because this is really not an ambitious task. Because I mean, I already made Google generate something like this. So yes, it can really generate huge areas if you want that. And then you can just use that to build something out of it. So basically we got the code out of this image. And now we just copy it and let's see if this works again. Then I'm very lucky because sometimes it happens that it doesn't work, but it did actually work. And this is not really perfect. This could be much more detailed. And also I can play with these sliders, how big it should be. You should not go too wide, but even if I make it bigger, it's still not so perfect. But now I can keep prompting this and improving this. So let's say house more detailed and nicer and make the code longer. Grass and trees around. And of course, the other point is even using ChatGPT to generate Minecraft buildings already is very useful because you can really just rebuild this in Minecraft. Okay, let's copy this one as well and see what we get. Okay, and we got an error. So I knew this was gonna happen at one point. Then I just paste in the error and just say fix this and update and give me the full fixed code. And if this doesn't work, then you can just try again, literally until you get it. Usually I just do something else when Google is thinking, but right now I'm recording a video, so I'm just sitting here like an idiot and don't do anything and just see how long it actually takes. Yeah, problem that literally nobody has. You are just seeing this edited. I'm just cutting everything out, so don't worry about it. So let's see. And it actually worked. It actually worked and basically it created a bit more of a complex house and just a lot of trees around. I mean, come on guys. Of course, the house is not perfect and you can still complain about other things, but I'm just generating some Minecraft stuff here for fun. And I mean, the point also is, look, I now made this a bit bigger, and I can also say, let's say 200 by 200, and let's make run. Boom. Now I just got a huge forest. You see? Just anyway. This is so amazing. You can do so much with this. This stuff loads into Minecraft, and this is already pretty big. And the point, of course, really is, of course, this is not something finished. I would go in here as an experienced builder and say, let's finish this up, let's continue with this. But this was just one of my first tries, and I already got a castle like this. And I mean, here we got kind of a roof. We can, of course, finish this, copy it with World Edit. That's not a problem at all. Just put it here. Yeah, this is incredible. Like, really, you can do so much with this. I mean, this tree over here, I literally generated an image of a tree with ChatGPT, and then I used the program to make this tree out of the image. And yeah, it's also not a perfect tree. You just make this entire structure a bit more random, you know? You just start building here. You can really work with this, and that's the special thing. And here's another example of what I loaded in. I mean, this is already on a hill. I prompted for a hill for something like this, and a castle with some buildings inside. And of course, this entire thing could be bigger, there could be more buildings in it, but already this, just continue building this. And this just gives you a great starting point. And I think the point really is also with this method, you don't want it to be very perfect. As a builder, you still want to be able to really do something with it and just have a tool that can help you with something. And this makes it very amazing. And that's what I really like about AI, when it can help you be creative and do something with things that you already are very familiar with. And it can just help you with something. This is not going to take the job of any Minecraft builder anytime soon, but it definitely can help. The point really is, what do I think about this? Well, this is also something emotional for me. Like more than 10 years ago, I created my own server with people, and I was the builder and somebody else was doing the programming. I was just setting up a lot of plugins, and I took so much time for building stuff. And right now it still seems that this is a valuable skill, and I also think it will remain, but it is clearly showing that AI is able to do a lot of these tasks and a lot of these things. But it just feels so weird that even stuff like this is possible now. What I really noticed was when I was studying multimedia production, I was generating some images and I was just trying everything out as it came out because I'm just very interested in these tools. Also, I was creating some film posters by myself and I put a lot of effort into this. And the first reaction of people when something was very good and impressive, they just asked me, which AI tool did you use for this and how did you generate this? And this makes me very sad. The thing, when you really create something and put a lot of effort into it, and people will just say, this is not worth so much because it could be done with AI very easily. And this is the one thing that actually, scares me a little bit. The value of real, amazing, creative, passionate work can go down with all of these tools. And I don't know what we can really do about it. Like, I'm so split on this. It is so cool as a filmmaker, from my point of view, what kind of amazing things we can now do visual effects department with all of these tools that we have. It just makes a lot of things possible that even for me were not possible before. But at the same time, a lot of things lose its value.